What's up, Players Lounge? I'm your host, Aaron Murray, back with a special midweek edition of the show. I saw the news the other day. I said, we got to get these two lovebirds, power couple on the show. Ryland, Alexa, dogs to now other dogs going from Georgia to Mississippi State. I know y'all have all seen the headlines. First off, congratulations, you two, the first power couple in the transfer portal era, making the switch from Power Five to Power Five Bulldog to Bulldog. Congratulations. How y'all feeling about the whole situation? I'll start with the ladies first, Alexa.
Very excited. We went to visit Starkville and it was like it clicked with both of us. So we were really excited to make it official and both commit.
Yeah, I think it's very exciting. It's very cool to have someone that we've kind of had a similar 4 years here, and so to share these 4 years and now to share this experience is pretty cool. And then seeing it on Sports Illustrated and stuff. I grew up looking at Sports Illustrated and the magazine to see it on there was pretty surreal.
Yeah, I mean it's tough nowadays because the transfer portal. I mean, everyone's transferring. It's like the cool thing to do. You're not a cool kid, unless you pee your pants or unless you hit the transfer portal. That's what you have to do nowadays. And you guys took it to a whole nother level. Uh, First impressions of Stark Vegas. It's not Athens, Georgia, but not many places are Athens, Georgia. But all SEC towns are pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. So, Alexa, with you, you're just kind of uh, two things: initial reaction to Starkville, and what are you going to miss most about Athens, Georgia?
Initial reaction to Starkville was that it was super cute and it was a lot nicer like than people everyone's like you're going to Mississippi, like you're going to Starkville, it's so small, but it was awesome. Like all of the little restaurants that are super like specific to Starkville was really cool. It was nice being on the visiting side and or not on the visiting side. From like going to play there. It was nice actually going into their facilities and seeing like how they do things there. So it was a very good first impression. And then what I'll miss most about Athens is probably just like growing up in Georgia. I'm like a Georgia girl. So it was just kind of like it'll be a little bit of a change. And I'm an hour from home here, but I'm excited that we get to do it together. So that'll make the transition a bit smoother. I'm excited.
Shoot, one of my initial reactions, there's a Buc-ee's halfway between our hometown and Park Vegas. So I got a barbecue sandwich. I got a Philly cheesesteak wrap. Like, dude, I went to town. And we on the way out there, we got there because we left our house around 5 a.m. So we got out to Buc-ee's around 7, and the place was packed, dude. It was 7 a.m. and the place was just rolling. But kind of like she said, like the restaurants out there are really cool. Everything's a 10-minute drive, and outside of 10 minutes, there's not much. But inside that 10 minutes, is really cool, and just the people were so genuine. Like everybody was so nice. It was insane. And then I would say, kind of similar to Alexa's, the thing I'm going to miss most is, I mean, I've been coming to Georgia games my entire life. Grew up watching you play. Drew watching Drew play, and so just I grew up a dog, and so it's going to be different being a different dog, but we're excited for it.
A different dog, still in the dog family though. So
Yep.
do they go W or DAWG or is it DOG now? So you're gonna have to
I think
figure
it's
that
a
out, I
mix of
guess.
both.
Yeah, I thought it was OG, so that's why I put it on the caption. And then Mississippi State fans started commenting AWG, and I was like,
Oh,
okay.
it's the battle for the AWG between Mississippi State and Georgia. That's what's going on right now. All right, so I'm going to need, and our listeners are going to need a little bit of a backstory of just you two before we get into the obviously you two and the reasoning of transferring together and saying, hey, if we're going to do this, it's going to be essentially a package deal, the lovebirds and all that good stuff from the start, just a quick blurb. And Rylan, I'll let you do it and see if you don't piss off your girl over here. Give us the history of you two and why this is such a special moment.
Yeah, so my sister and Alexa played at the same volleyball club in high school her senior year. And so I kind of knew her through my sister before I left for Georgia, but I was getting ready to leave for Georgia. So I was kind of locked in on being here. I get here, and Dom Blaylock is best friends with Alexa's best friend, Megan Froming, who also played on the volleyball team. And so Dom and Addie kind of hooked us up, and we started hanging out. And then she got on campus, and from there we were dating. And 3 years later, almost a year ago, in a couple weeks, I proposed, and then we set the date May 21st.
There we go. Did he hit all the good points?
He hit all
he's
the
not in
good
trouble?
points. He hit all the good points, except for he left out that I drove to his grad party to actually meet him, his high school grad party, all by myself to meet him.
An hour away.
Yeah, and then we started dating about 2 weeks after I got on campus in the summer. So that was pretty good.
All right. So I guess what you say, May 1st. So we're getting
21st.
close. 21st, May 21st. So February, March, April, May. You have about 4 months till go time. Where are we with the stress levels right now? Because this is two big things. Like you're transferring schools, making new friends, new teammates, and then also getting ready for the wedding day. How are we feeling? Do we have the dress picked out, Alexa? Everything good
We
to go?
do.
Get the cake. Okay.
Yeah, we got really ahead on that because I knew that we were both going to be in season in the fall. So I really knocked out most of the wedding stuff in the summer. Ryland helped about 0 on that stuff. But yeah, so not too much stress yet. I'm sure in the next month or two, it'll start to get pretty stressful. But yeah, there's not much going on. I got my dress. Ryland finally tried the food. And so we got that picked out.
Yeah,
that's the best part is to try the food.
Listen, I got 3 responsibilities: making sure the food's good, getting the suits for the guys, and then planning the honeymoon. I just got the food done. I still got to work on the other 2.
All right, where are we honeymooning to? Well, 2 things, I guess. Can you go on a bachelor and bachelorette party? Is that in the works, or how's that gonna happen because you guys are in school?
Yeah, so
I'm not in class right now because I just graduated in December. So for me, that's pretty easy. For him, though, he has to go around all the football guys that are in his wedding and everything. So it's a bit more complicated.
Yeah. So for me, dude, the month of May is going to be insane. So I graduate late. Let's see. We'll go on the bachelor trip the second weekend in May after finals. Come back, graduate 4 days later. Get married 8 days later. Go on a honeymoon, get back the 30th, and then go to Starkville the 31st.
So you're going to be so you're still, both of you will be in Athens through the spring.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not going to do spring ball at Mississippi State?
No, dude, listen, that's one of the things I was telling coaches up front, and Coach Friend, who's their line coach, was like, listen, buddy, you're 22 years old. It might just make you stay healthier. And I was like, fine by me, coach.
Oh, you're gonna love. I don't know if you know Coach Friend or not, but Coach Friend is a G, man. He's one of the best dudes out there.
Dude, he is awesome because he was at Georgia when you were there, right?
Hey, just call him Uncle Fester. He's Uncle Fester. That's all you got to know.
Uncle
he
Fester?
was at Georgia my last 2 years, and him and Bobo are just trouble. You think Searles and Bobo are trouble? Friend and Bobo were trouble.
Dude, the amount of stories that I got this past weekend from Coach Friend about Bobo were absolutely priceless.
Oh, it's just too good. He's hilarious. All right. Alexa, I'll ask you this first. When it comes to the sports wise, because you can give me some knowledge on this too. I'm a football guy. I'm sorry, I'm a big dumb jock that only knows football. Educate me on the transition from one volleyball team to another. Is there anything schematically that may be different that they do that entice you to go there? Is it coaching? Kind of give us and myself especially some education of why this move is different, beneficial, and the schematics behind it.
Well, the big difference is kind of like the how they like run their offense at Mississippi State. Like we did this thing called Gold Medal Squared here at UGA. It's a little bit different. Like for me, I'm a setter, so it's a little bit different in that area, what they do at Mississippi State. But really, I had my time at Georgia, and then we made the decision we wanted to transfer. So I was prepared to go somewhere new and different. And we'll see how that transition is when I get there in July. But that will be the biggest difference, is just that it's a little bit different of a system that they run at Mississippi State than they did at Georgia. It's a little bit of a faster tempo set for me. And yeah, so that's the main difference that I'll have to get used to, but there's always something I can learn. So.
Well, better than Ryland deciding to go to a place that doesn't even use tight ends. I mean, I don't know if he did his research or not, but Mississippi State has been running the air raid for like 5 years. So I'm kidding. I know there's going to be an adjustment, and there's going to be a new coaching staff, and I'm sure they'll want to run the ball more and get a little bit more physical and get some big bodies. I mean, are you the only tight end on the roster right now that they have? I know they haven't had any in years.
Yeah, that's a great question. And a little bit of background on kind of how this happened for us. So she entered the portal knowing that I was probably going to transfer, and she wanted to see if it was available wherever I went, if she could play. And Mississippi State was one of the first schools to reach out to her. And this was before we even played Ohio State, really. And I was like, listen, babe, like, sorry, like, it's just not at all. Like, it can't be an option. Like, they just don't use a tight end. And then everything that happened with Coach Leach with his unfortunate passing happened. And then Mississippi State was one of the first schools to reach out to me when the new staff got hired. And so it was just crazy how it all worked out. But as far as I know, I'm the only scholarship tight end on the roster that's a tight end. They're moving a couple guys around, and they might try and sign another guy or two before tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that has played tight end before.
Was it ever a discussion of, hey, babe, I'm sorry, but I really want to go here? Or there was like, no, like we are only going if we can both go to one place together.
Yeah.
That's a great, Lex. I'll let you hit it first.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like if it wasn't going to be an opportunity for both of us, then either I was going to have to sacrifice to let him like chase his dream, but I really selfishly, didn't want to let that like be the final thing. So it was just funny when Mississippi State reached out, because I had talked to Coach Julie and a couple of the girls on the team before he had even said like, oh, by the way, they don't have any tight ends on their roster. And I was like, wait, like I just like started creating a relationship with them, and like I really enjoy them. So I really was just kind of like let's wait and hope. But yeah, we definitely would be going to the same place. We weren't gonna go somewhere where we couldn't be together when we're getting married freshly in May.
I had
multiple. Hey, babe, let's go get married in May. And oh, by the way, good luck for the next 6 months, because I'm going to go here and you're going to go there. So I get it. Dude, it would not have worked out too well.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. I had so many people say like, well, are y'all going to go together? I was like, yeah, we're going to be married. We're going together wherever we go. And so that was, I mean, there were certain schools that I was talking to that I was interested in that weren't talking to her. And so that was kind of a, I could only take those relationships to a certain point. And then kind of, I made the decision for Mississippi State because it was really the best option for both of us.
All right. When is the hair getting cut? Can you please take off your beautiful Mura hat?
He actually he just trimmed the mullet. So
Mura.
What are your thoughts on it, Alexa? What are your thoughts on this?
I have told everyone that I will take the mullet all day over the mustache he had at the Natty last year. But he's
Why don't we do mullet with the mustache?
He tried to do that, and I was like, please don't do that.
Well, it's like we won the Natty last year. I was like, I got to do something with my hair this year, because I did the mustache, and I was like, I got to do something. And she didn't want the mustache, so I was like, I got to do the mullet. And then some people said mine was better than Tate's, and I was like, you know what? I might have to keep this.
That's pushing it, but
I do feel like the mullet plays in Stark Vegas, though. I feel like it's like the trendy haircut to have. Like get the mullet, get some jean shorts, and just go full up some boots. You'll fit right into Stark Vegas.
You'll
baby. Be the new mayor. All right. Last thing before I let you two lovebirds go, kind of last message to Georgia fans. Like what, I know you said you both grew up watching Georgia sports. You grew up in the state of Georgia, almost, I'm guessing, your dream university. What was that message like to your teammates and family members when it was like, hey guys, I love you, but I'm out?
Lex, I'll let you go first.
I think that I'm really glad that we got to graduate from here, and just like, we'll be Bulldogs forever. So, I mean, I was blessed with the greatest teammates and coaches and people around me here. So I couldn't have been more thankful to spend the past 4 here and be a dog, because once you're a dog, you're always a dog.
Yeah, dude, it's tough. It brings up a ton of emotion, but just had a heck of a 4 years here, created relationships that I'll forever be grateful for and that I'll forever have. My teammates were super, super supportive, and so was the coaching staff of me doing this, because, we did it the right way and was here for 4.5 years. And so just thank you to Dog Nation for I mean, being our home for the last 4.5 years, and I mean, Coach Smart and Coach Harley forever changed my life, so I'm forever in debt to this university, and will always consider this my home.
All right. Well, say some of those tears for the wedding day. Let's not cry right now. I lied last one because you started to get a little emotional, which I love. Will he cry on wedding day? Like, do
Oh,
you
for
think he's gonna cry?
sure.
Yeah.
For
Dude, I wear
sure.
my emotions on my sleeve, bro. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be crying.
And trust me, you know T-Set. So T-Set officiated my wedding, and we're in the back. And this is before we even walked out. And I'm just bawling, crying in the back of the chapel, like bawling, crying. T-Set looked at me, he goes, "Well, I know you're making the right decision because you're crying like a little baby right now. We're not even
Oh
out
my
there." So
gosh.
I was
Oh,
like,
that's
"Oh
awesome,
God, I
dude.
can't even walk out there. I haven't even seen her yet. I'm already crying." So just let it go, my friend. Let it go, according to my son's favorite movie, Frozen. All
Heck
right.
yeah.
Well, that's Alexa. That's Ryland. Appreciate you two. Good luck. You got fans and myself and Dog Nation, the real DAWG, as you go to the DOG there at Mississippi State. Good luck, and excited to see that wedding and those photos.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.